And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Hey, Buck. 120!
They'll run on first down. It's Mills. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going on the ground with Homer. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, Mills. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
57, Mike, 57.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go.
Quick dash. Come.
Hey, lock it.
Wide, get wide.
Get it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
X3, 218, chopper. Fair. Yo, jackrabbit, come on. Fire.
Here's Pirine. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st down. That's what we just saw right there.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready. 60 yards.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
General West. Hard.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Safety's creeping.
What? Squeeze.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
80 weapon.
34. Mike, 34. All day.
You're out.
Shit.
Get.
Now Pirine. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Giants 7.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Fresno. Hey, Sam off. Snap.
They'll run on first down. Beasley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
61, matchbox lights. Go. Beat them.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready, set.
34's right. He's coming. Check him. Oh, you got deep? 25.
Look at me. Door. Fight.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognizes he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
The 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Show it up. 36. Hey, lock it. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
18 Gator. Bam. Switch it. Hit it.
On first down, Beasley, able to avoid him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Check 99. Topper. You got tight right there. Ready.
Jones now operating from the gun. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Throwing now is Wentz. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Go. 56. Check.
Wentz now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here we go.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
54. Hey, Charlie. 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Again, it's Wentz. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go. 2 Jack. 56 for Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, wahoo! Here we go.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, Johnson. Mike 5-4. Hey, 1 set.
Now Wentz again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
47. Stop your whining.
Check nickel. SOS. Hard. Check 13.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Get it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Get ready.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Look, squeeze.
Set,
Down.
They'll run on first down. Beasley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
35-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Be grip.
Throwing, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
60 or.
It's going to be a long day.
5.
On first down, Beasley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set. 8, read.
34. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24.
Protein spill.
Check 26.
You're out. Shoot.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he finds Beasley complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Got it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll run on first down. Knight. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch run.
Blue drop. They go.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Who that? Mike 34, Mike 34. Shoot.
Ready?
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, we got four. Big gap. Check three.
22 jet bomber. 82. I'm bringing it to
Snap coming at one. Now Wentz. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Beasley. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Now Jones on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Jones. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 15, check 15. Whip. Watch the whip.
Straight 15, straight 15. Bravo.
He's coming, double up.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Switch.
Look at me. Go snap.
On 1st down, Beasley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34. I'm coming after you.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, lock it.
Operating from the gun. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 14-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, over.
Now Wentz. He gets this one to Johnson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mills. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
At the 12-yard line.
Go.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Homer. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, That's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Hey, exit.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
You won't get this, boy. You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Let's go, hey.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Batson. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
It's 4th down.
Right 34, right 34. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Watch the slap, watch the slap. 34 is the mic. 34 is the mic. Let's go.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Allen, the intended receiver.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run this with Homer, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the metal way.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
74, 74. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Let's find 7. Go. Chance. Slam. Watch twist. Check 3. Check this up.
Wentz to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Eagles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Sit back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipt. They hate me the same. Okay. So